Ladies and gentlemen, this is Union Wrestling, and you're about to see an hour of the best grappling action from the UK.
Commence wrestling!
And welcome back, Grapple fans, to another Saturday afternoon edition of Union Wrestling here on Union Wrestling TV. Today we've got a double bill for you, with the first match being Thomas Williams versus newcomer Joe Cass. In our main event tonight is the fourth leg round of the Beat the Champion tournament, seeing challenger Joshua Kemper going against the champion Slim Jim Brennan in a match later on this evening. And as we have now, Thomas Williams and Joe Cass, great lightweight technical wrestlers, especially Joe Cass, a great amateur wrestler from the age of 6, been wrestling for many years, moved into the professional game a few years ago and is done very well in it. And as you can see, very technically competent is Joe Cass at such a young age. He's only 19 now, but certainly running rings around the more experienced and older Thomas Williams. And a great headlock take over there by Joe Cass. And as always, officiating today's matches is returning referee, 4-star Thomas Philpotts from Stourbridge. Great reversal by Joe Cass. Hooking those legs and then moving into a front face headlock, but reversed by Thomas Williams into a front face headlock of his own. And there's the amateur experience by Joe Cass with a rope break. Great to see that. Great sportsmanship by both wrestlers here. And a single leg takedown from Joe Cass to Thomas Williams. But comes to no avail, straight into the ropes. And another single leg takedown. Bending that ankle.
Cheer on your favourite wrestler, they're fighting very hard tonight.
Yeah.
Thomas or Joe, which one's your favourite?
And Joe Cass trying to get a submission out of Thomas Williams. Thomas Williams flipping over and dragging him in for a headlock, side headlock there.
One minute left of round one. 1 minute to
Great
go.
reversal, great chain wrestling here by Joe Cass and Thomas Williams. But Joe Cass certainly the more proficient of the two. And a fantastic display of wrestling here and sportsmanship by the two wrestlers. Not often do you see such... Oh! Great takeover there by Joe Cass. Not often do you see such great sportsmanship in the world of wrestling today. 10 seconds left in the round. And we're getting close. And there is end of round one.
To your corners.
And we'll be back
Seconds in.
right after this.
You're watching Union Wrestling on YouTube with Loser.
Round two.
And here we are back for round two. Joe Cass versus Thomas Williams. Round two, and the score is 0-0. Oh! Great roll up there. Fantastic roll up by Joe Cass. That could be 3. But into the ropes they were. Joe Cass great ring positioning most of the time. Unfortunately, on that occasion, too close to the ropes for the referee. Thomas Philpotts to count the 3. Side next chancery by Thomas Williams. Joe applying his weight to get out. A roll up and the referee, is he making a decision?
2 is on the ropes.
He says it was on the ropes. Debatable.
Was that 2?
That was debatable.
It's 2.
I think the referee's made a mistake there. I think he thought there was he counted the 3, but I think he thought there was a kick out. We'll have to review that. Judge Marty Jones might have a word with Thomas Philpotts afterwards, we'll see. And Joe Cass snatching Thomas Williams to the canvas. Working on that wrist, but Thomas Williams rolling up and rolling out. And remember, we've got the main event tonight, which is Joshua Kemper challenging Slim Jim Brennan in the 4th leg of the Beat the Champion tournament. Joshua Kemper, big man from Leeds, 6'5", 6'7" in his boots, certainly. Really tall, really big, and by all accounts really scary. But he will be challenging Slim Jim Brennan later in the programme.
Who do you want to win, everyone? Thomas or Joe?
Joe Cass there, applying a massive amount of pressure on the shoulder blades of Thomas Williams, bending those arms completely backwards, and this could be it. And he hooks him for the 3 count. And he does. That's definitely a 3 count that time. The first fall goes to Joe Cass.
Second round. The first pinfall goes to Joe Cass.
And we'll be back right after the break. If you would like to raise money for your school, club or civic group, and you'd like to see the excitement of Union Wrestling live in your hometown, then this message is for you. School PTAs, sports societies and teams, PE departments, civic groups or any groups wishing to raise money, then bring the stars of Union Wrestling to your town for a night of top-class wrestling action and receive a percentage of the gate. Email us with your inquiry at info@unionwrestling.co.uk for more information. Union Wrestling and your group, an unbeatable tag team.
Commence round 3.
And welcome back, Grapple fans. Round 3, the score is 1-0 to Joe Cass. Thomas Williams yet to score. And again, we thank everyone returning here or for the first time watching Union Wrestling on YouTube TV. We hope you do enjoy our programming every Saturday afternoon at 3 p.m. And if you do like it, please give us the thumbs up and consider subscribing. It does help the channel and certainly helps us grow into a bigger community. So if you do like our videos, please show us some support. We do appreciate it. Thank you. And a 2 count there by Joe. Nearly for the win. He only needs 1 more fall to win the contest. And a whip reversal into the corner. Back elbow. Into a snap there by Thomas Williams. And a drop kick to the shoulders.
Check down on them.
And Joe Cass with the roll up again, and it looks like he's going to win the. And reversed by Thomas Williams. Not quite there. It didn't look like Joe Cass was happy with that pin. Thomas Williams going for a single leg takedown himself.
2 minutes to go. It's 1 fall to Joe Cass, 0 to Thomas.
And it looks like Marty
Who
Jones,
do you want to win?
the judge, sitting up at the corner, the world of sport, legend that he is, multiple times world champions in different weight classes, including mid-heavyweight, heavy middleweight, light heavyweight, in the world of sport days. And he's making notes on the contest. This is a great wrestling bout, certainly one that Marty Jones appreciates. And Thomas Williams snatching the knee of Joe Cass there, and has obviously created damage in Joe Cass in pain there.
One more minute to go, round 3, 1 minute to go.
Thomas Williams working on the knee of Joe Cass, applying all of his offensive moves against that knee, but a rope break prevents him from getting his submission fall.
30 seconds out.
Front face headlock. Joe Cass trying to take the wind out of Thomas Williams, rolling him over in an alligator roll, but running out of space. 10 seconds to go. Looks like this round could be considered a draw, though Thomas Williams has been the more aggressive in this round. But that's the end of the round, and we'll be back right after this.
End of round 3.
What I need you to do, I need you to like, share, and subscribe. Oh yeah!
Commence wrestling
And
round 4.
here we go into round 4. Joe Cass 1, Thomas Williams 0. So far, a great competitive contest between these two young wrestlers. But Thomas Williams is going to have to try and get a fall pretty soon. There's 3 full rounds left, thereabouts. Joe Cass applying pressure to the knee, using that manoeuvre to separate the patella out, causing great pain to Thomas Williams, but managing to reverse into a side headlock. Joe Cass exposing his head to Thomas, and Thomas went and grabbed it to break that very painful hold. Great reversal. And again, Joe Cass trying to take the air supply away, and a fireman's carry over by Thomas Williams into a pinfall. 2 count only. Joe seems to be slowing down. Thomas is doing his job of wearing Joe down. The energy levels seem to be dissipating, and a hard whip to the post there. Those steel rings in the corners of the post, impacting on the spine of Joe Cass. On a reverse leg drop takedown. That could be 3. And it is! Thomas Williams with the equalising fall.
6 seconds of round 4. The equalising fall goes to Thomas Williams.
And we'll be back after this break. if you want to be a part of the crowd at our next YouTube TV taping, then come watch the superstars of Union Wrestling live and in person on Saturday, May 31st at the John Ambrose Theatre in Ruthin, North Wales. Tickets are free. Just go online to claim them today at www.unionwrestling.co.uk and you can meet your favourite wrestlers of Union Wrestling.
When we're ready.
And like you heard in the break there, if you want to be a part of the crowd, here in this hall, the John Ambrose Theatre in Ruthin, North Wales, tickets are still available. They are free. Just bring your enthusiastic selves to Ruthin in North Wales here, and you could be a part of the YouTube TV taping on May 31st. It's a couple of weeks away. May 31st, John Ambrose Theatre in North Wales. All you Grapple fans are more than welcome to attend. But we're back here. It's round 5 of this contest. The score... Oh, great snatch by Joe. We're in round 5 and the contest is 1-1, which means one more fall by either wrestler will give that contestant the win. But Joe seems to be having trouble with that knee. Thomas Williams been working on that knee all through the match. And Joe there stamping on the canvas, possibly to try and get some blood back in there. And Joe using the same techniques but on the elbow of Thomas Williams. Bending that knee, and has he got it in? Yes, he has. That looks very painful, and you can hear the screams of Thomas Williams. I don't think this is going to go much longer. Oh! And really wrenching. That could have pulled the socket apart. That could have pulled Thomas Williams' shoulder socket apart. That was a real amateur move there. That could have ended Thomas's wrestling career for a long time. And Joe trying to go back again to the arm of Thomas Williams, unsuccessfully. Oh! And again, armbar, and he's wrenching back. Joe Cass wrenching that armbar back, and that's it. Thomas Williams taps, submits to the armbar.
25 seconds of round 5.
What a great contest it's been.
By submission, your winner of the match, Joe Cass.
Very well deserved by Joe Cass. Great competitive and respectful match. Right, main event coming up. To be a part of Union Wrestling live events this May, come and see us at the Ganolfan Hamden in Amlwch on Anglesey on Tuesday, May 27th. The Ganolfan in Porthmadog on Wednesday 28th. Theatre Derek Williams in Bala on Thursday 29th. Tickets on sale now at unionwrestling.co.uk or come and visit us on a YouTube taping day on Saturday 31st at the John Ambrose Theatre in Ruthin, North Wales. Tickets are selling fast. Get them now. Ladies and gentlemen, this month on Beat the Champion, we have the third leg champion. His name's Slim Jim Brennan, and he's going against the big man, Joshua Kemper. Let's introduce Slim Jim Brennan. Slim Jim, you said last month that you would beat Conor Maxon, and you did just that. But tonight, you got a big challenge in Joshua Kemper.
A humongous challenge, I can't lie. He's the biggest guy in that locker room, and he's a hell of a wrestler too. So I do still feel I can take him down. I'm on the way to beating the champion. And do you reckon you're going to go all the way and win the £2,000? Of course. I need that money, David. I'm not going to lie.
Excellent. We're going to see Slim Jim Brennan down at the ring in just a moment. He's going one-on-one against Joshua Kemper. If you want to be a part of the crowd at our next YouTube TV taping, then come watch the superstars of Union Wrestling live and in person on Saturday, May 31st at the John Ambrose Theatre in Ruthin, North Wales. Tickets are free. Just go online to claim them today at www.unionwrestling.co.uk and you can meet your favourite wrestlers of Union Wrestling. Ladies and gentlemen, we have got the opponent for Slim Jim Brennan this evening. His name's Joshua Kemper. He's going to challenge Slim Jim Brennan in the fourth leg of the Beat the Champion tournament. Some say that he is the biggest monster in professional wrestling today, certainly in Britain. But let's see. Joshua Kemper, you're the guy who's going to take on Slim Jim Brennan in the fourth round, or certainly Slim Jim's fourth leg of Beat the Champion. People say that they should be scared of you. What should they be scared about?
What should they be scared about? I mean, look at me. That's enough reason right there, pal.
And why should Slim Jim Brennan be scared of you?
Slim Jim Brennan should be scared because he's on his little run to the 2,000 pounds and I'm going to end it with ease. Because again, look at me and look at him. It's no competition.
And do you feel that you're going to take that £2,000 for yourself?
I'll take it, yeah. I don't need it, to be honest, but I'll take it. Just take it away from you and take it away from him.
Okay then. Ladies and gentlemen, that's the words from Joshua Kemper. We'll get down to ringside soon and see this fight take place. Down to you.
Come on, guys. Like, share, and subscribe.
And ladies and gentlemen, we join this contest in round 3 of the fourth leg of the Beat the Champion. Joshua Kemper's already scored a fall using the chokeslam against Slim Jim Brennan, but has received a public warning. We apologise for not being able to bring the earlier rounds to you due to a technical difficulty, but Joshua Kemper is 1-0 up against Jim Brennan, and Joshua Kemper, you can see the size of him, much bigger unit than any of the wrestlers we've seen so far. The Slim Jim trying to get the better of Joshua Kemper. And this is the fourth leg of the Beat the Champion tournament. If Jim... Could be a monkey flip roll. Jim could. Oh, this could be a powerbomb. And reversal. 3. And that's a 3 count by Slim Jim Brennan on Joshua Kemper. Joshua Kemper does not believe it. He doesn't believe that he got rolled up there. And he pushes the referee. Joshua Kemper receiving his second public warning by the looks of him, laying his hands on the referee. But he is absolutely apoplectic. He didn't realise his shoulders were down for such a long time. He couldn't get out of that roll-up. Joshua Kemper could not get out of that roll-up. Slim Jim Brennan really doing his job there and outsmarting the big man. Oh my God, you can see how big Joshua Kemper is. He is of a monstrous size. I mean, our referee, Thomas Philpott, is a tall fella, but
we are up to round
you can see Joshua Kemper.
And there's one more fall for the win.
Much, much bigger.
Are we ready, lads?
And this is it. 3 rounds to go.
Round 4.
Kemper going in hard. Oh! The athleticism there from Joshua Kemper just shows how, not just how big it is, but how quick he is. And devastating in the manoeuvre there. Massive boot to the face of Slim Jim Brennan. And Joshua Kemper going in for a sleeper hold of Slim Jim Brennan. Slim Jim reversing. And straight back into the sleeper hold goes Slim Jim Brennan. Joshua Kemper and Slim Jim, sorry. Slim Jim reversing it over. And he's caught. Is he? And it is! It is! That's a 3 count. Joshua Kemper again falling foul of a roll-up. But such a roll-up and a pivot that all of Slim Jim's weight was down on the shoulders of Joshua Kemper. And there was no way for Slim Jim not to lose that. And he is the winner of the 4th leg of the Beat the Champion. He will go on to leg 5 of Beat the Champion, where he could cash out with one more win at £1,000, or make the decision of going on to leg 6, where he could win 2,000. Whoa! Joshua Kemper attacking Slim Jim. Oh my God! Oh my God! Joshua Kemper just pile drove Slim Jim Brennan in a horrific way. That manoeuvre is absolutely banned. That's a neck breaker of a manoeuvre. And Joshua Kemper could have broken Slim Jim's neck here. That was horrific. I'm sorry, ladies and gentlemen, we couldn't show you the manoeuvre. That we've blanked it out, but I saw it on my screen, and his neck landed on a funny angle there. It didn't come down straight. That twisted Slim Jim's neck as he went down. That's horrific. I'm very sorry, ladies and gentlemen. I'm sorry how this has ended.
I'm Ryan, and you are watching Union Wrestling on YouTube.
And we're back. And it looks like Slim Jim is stirring. Referee attending. Slim Jim looks like he says he's okay, but we don't know how much damage that has actually been caused by Joshua Kemper against Slim Jim Brennan. Disgusting manoeuvre there by Joshua Kemper. Absolutely disgusting that. That's not what we want to see in wrestling.
Right, again, we've got to
We need to
for what Josh Kemper
understand that yes, these wrestlers are very competitive, and the need for the win is absolute, but that is inexcusable. Absolutely inexcusable. Joshua Kemper, disgusting human being for doing that. But it looks like Slim Jim is up. Just about. And hopefully we can get a few words with Slim Jim.
Catching his breath. Right then, we apologise for what's happened here.
That is absolutely unsportsmanlike behaviour from Joshua Kemper. That is really something that we don't want to see. But, well, we have. But if knowing Slim Jim Brennan as we do, I'm not too sure if he's going to let that one go. If he can fight,
wins the next match here,
I'm sure he will.
Saturday, January 27th, he will be eligible to claim at least £1,000 of the tournament.
And that's
money.
it.
If you
In leg 5,
then be back here
Joshua,
on Saturday,
in leg 5, Slim Jim Brennan. If he wins that next match, he could win 1,000.
I don't know how many guys I beat now. That was the hardest match I had here. Quite frankly, I feel like I lost. But I'll tell you right now, the 27th? The 27th, I'll be here no matter what. Yes! Ain't nobody getting between me and that money.
Right then, Slim Jim will be here.
And there we go.
Saturday, January 27th.
Slim Jim Brennan, defiant as ever. A tough cookie, being able to get back up after that horrific pile driver. But there you go. We'll see you next Saturday, 3 p.m. Thank you everyone for watching. Much appreciated. See you next week. Bye bye.